So we have the young man. He apparently responded to me. Odd. A guy with over 15,000 subscribers is responding to somebody with less than 70, but whatever. I will happily take your arguments into consideration. And boy, if you actually want to be a man and face me one-on-one, I will happily take your call. And tell you what, I'll be 100% sober when I do. If you want to set something up, not a problem. Let's go, but I don't need to be sober to be a goddamn socialist.
Reason in particular, I'm going to show you a clip from last week's video, which I titled, Why is Shoe on Head Like This? That's a very fun and privileged way of looking at this topic. I use the P word so that any residual fans of this content can turn their brains off. Now, I placed that line in the script because I thought it was mildly funny. It's not like a groundbreaking joke by any stretch of the imagination, but we'd like to have a little...
No, it's just stupid. That's what it was. It was just fucking dumb.
A little bit of fun around here. I'd now like to play you a clip from an angry response stream posted by a guy named Dave. It's a very fun and privileged way of looking at this topic.
And there you have it right from the left. It's a very fun and privileged way of looking at this. This is where I'm going to end this stream for the night.
Y'all, I need you to understand that I don't...
So, wait a second. I didn't get into a good chunk of your video. And you're making this response because of it. You're at the ass end of a stream.
Think that much of what I do is especially impressive. I don't have some deep, all-seeing insight into the conservative mind that nobody else could ever attain.
Except I'm not a conservative. Nor am I a big fan of Shoe on Head. Okay? She's with Bernie Sanders. I most decidedly am not. But I'm not a conservative. At least not the ones you want to paint out to be.
They're just that...
My microphone levels are fine. It must be on your end.
That predictable. Let me show you another clip from my video 2 weeks ago titled What Happened to Women, which Dave also seems to have watched at some point. I didn't mean any of that stuff. I'm neither conservative nor a man, and if you're conservative and watching this video...
You're a man! You're a fucking male! I can see the 5 o'clock shadow on you!
You'll feel free to focus exclusively on that sentence for the rest of the video. It'll be easier than actually paying attention. Perhaps you can see where this is going. Sudden, you're wondering why this person can't answer a basic question with an obvious correct answer, right? It's of course possible that this streamer simply has no idea what's going on right outside their door and has no business being taken seriously, but it's also similarly possible that this...
I love the young leftists. They just love to just insult everyone and then wonder why their side doesn't fucking win. Although I don't think this guy considers himself a guy. I think I heard some stream where he's like, I'm not a man. I don't know what the fuck you are then. Because I don't know what the fuck you are. You're obviously a male. I can see your Adam's apple! See the Adam's apple!
I've tripped up people like this in incredibly funny ways in the past. The last time we did one of these videos, I got to show you probably the funniest example of conservatives missing my point I've ever seen. Seriously.
Except I'm not a conservative. If you want me to dick around and play pretend, with your gender, then I'm not a conservative.
Watch that if you haven't. It's hilarious. But I don't think I have ever managed to get someone to trip over a thought-terminating cliche from a video they aren't even currently watching. People like this have brain deactivation on speed dial, which would be sad if it wasn't funny.
No, we do research. Meaning, I actually watch videos of you, several videos of you, and that's where I trip you up. You assume people watching your videos have only seen that video. But oh no. Why do you think Anita Sarkeesian was so thoroughly destroyed? You might be too young to remember that, but it was because people went back and viewed her other older videos. That's all I'm doing with you, sweetheart.
If you couldn't tell, this will not be a serious video. We will not be showing this guy's vague, drunken attempts at arguments the respect he no doubt thinks that they deserve.
Oh, so you think my arguments deserve no respect, meaning aka you can't beat them. You can't beat them. And you know it.
Clips will not be played in chronological order, and serious arguments will not need to be made.
Okay, so you're such an arrogant prick that once again, you can't act... You're such an arrogant prick, you know you can't beat my argument. You know you can't beat my arguments, so instead you just want to be a fucking arrogant little, I don't know, gay prick? Are you gay? Do you suck cock? I don't know.
As I've said before, this kind of content is a sometime snack, and today we are eating good. Sadly, I must first break some heartbreaking news to you. Dave doesn't think I'm very physically attractive. If you want to stop hearing the word so much, quit whining and try to use the millions of people who take your opinion seriously and do something about it. To give an alternative example, just to...
What would you like her to do about it? Completely tank her career to go with your stupid, weird leftist ideology? By the way, would you go to a doctor and get that fucking thing removed from your face? Okay, he got me with a joke. It was a mean joke. I'm trying to remember what context I was giving in that video for the argument. I voted for Hillary Clinton. Granted, I got something out of that, but I still voted for the bitch. What is the argument here? I voted for Hillary Clinton. I got a case of beer out of it, but I still voted for the fucking bitch. And I voted for Democrats in the gubernatorial elections and blah, blah, blah. Give me somebody I can vote for. But the Democrats have gone fucking insane. And I guarantee you, I really hope that I'm wrong in this. Did this guy get jaw surgery?
He makes various similar comments throughout, weirdly focusing on my hair a few times. Nothing encapsulates this better than her latest video.
Do you have a counter-argument in my future? Okay, I made fun of your appearance. Okay, fine, my bad. Do I have anything as a counter-argument coming at any time? I swear to God, I'm gonna have to cut my fucking hair. I cannot be associated with this.
And look, I obviously don't think it's the right thing to do to just go after people's physical appearances. I think that everybody has beauty, and what they look like is not a substitute for an argument. That said, I am fine with lightly jabbing back at people when they try to play this game first.
Okay, so you're fine with jabbing back at me like I jabbed at you. Okay.
So, are we sure? Are we certain that we want to be talking about hair right now? Is that...
That's the best you got.
That really something that we want to be drawing attention to? And on the jaw surgery thing, here's the deal. It's so much funnier.
That's the best you got? Seriously? That is literally the best you got. You're a man, right? You had male friends growing up, correct? That's the best you have? That's it? Oh my God, we need to treat boys a lot harsher.
If I just pretend like that's true. So, yes, I definitely had my jaw surgically... Actually, I don't know what operation he thinks that I got. Is my job...
I don't know. I don't care. I'm making a joke. I would say you rip on me because of my thin hairline, but you don't even fucking do that. You make some... Oh, are we really talking about... Are we really... Jesus Christ! That's it? Couldn't bring up the fact that I'm fat. Couldn't bring up the fact that I was drinking beer. Couldn't bring up the fact that I was probably 3/4 to halfway drunk when I made the video. Or when I had that on my live stream. Couldn't do any of that. Jesus Christ, my friends and I rip on each other worse than this. This is where men are. God damn, then we just all might want to take the fucking dress. Jesus fucking Christ. Really? This is the best you can insult me with? God damn, I'm almost insulted. Hell, I almost long for the days when I was fighting with Jake. At least he'd give me a good insult.
Slightly sharper than he thinks it should be? Is it too feminine? Either way, whatever he thinks happened is exactly what happened. Now, I understand that if fans of Shoes find this, I'll likely get comments to the effect of, "You've just proven her point," or calling me annoying and the reason people hate the left. And that's all well and good. Find me as annoying as you like. It will...
Also, my bigger problem is, why are you a grown-ass man with a t-shirt on that looks like it's The Hungry Caterpillar, which is a book for fucking kindergartners? Grow up.
Okay, I included this because I think it actually gives me a chance to share something a little bit personal with you guys, and that's fun. So, this t-shirt, I probably...
You could have shot back with the t-shirt that I was wearing.
Probably should have unfolded it first. This t-shirt was a gift from my sister. We watched the Jenny Nicholson Trapped in a Island with Josh Hutcherson video.
I don't care.
A couple years ago, and both independently bought each other the exact same shirt for Christmas a few months later. I wear this...
Great, did you lick her fucking twat while she sucked your fucking boyfriend's dick?
Shirt because I have love in my life, I guess is the point that I'm getting at. Would it be a problem if I...
Oh, and I don't have love in my life? Jesus Christ. This is the best the leftists can... This is... Jesus Christ, I'm going to start the war with Jake again.
I wore a shirt from The Very Hungry Caterpillar. That's what the book is actually called for any fake fans out there. No. Is it weird that he invented a t-shirt that doesn't exist just to complain about it?
No, I just looked at your t-shirt or what little I could get of it and wondered if it was about the Hungry Caterpillar. That's why. Again, I don't write scripts. I don't write anything down. I just go with what I have, and I'm making jokes. I know you're a leftist and you don't know what the fuck humor is, but that's what I'm doing. Jesus, I thought this would be hard.
To say. In this next portion of my video, I point out that conservatives often misdefine...
I write scripts or I write things down if I'm reviewing something, then yes, I do. But when I'm on my cooking live streams, or hell, when even I film or I do the voiceover for my cooking show, I don't write scripts, and I don't write scripts for anything on this channel. Control Z Cinema, yes, you have a point. I do write down notes for my review.
the word socialist and other similar
Well,
words.
I don't actually write a script for it. The only time that I wrote a script, and now that channel is dead, is for Smoking Rant. Then I write down something that's bothering me, and I write down my thoughts. But outside of that, no, I don't write shit down.
But note that even though they misunderstand it, the word still has meaning. It'd be pretty dumb if I started pretending that socialist is now a complete nonsense term because some people misused it.
Well, you do use it as a complete nonsense term. Because you think it can work. Okay? And it doesn't. It fails.
That's not how language works. Setting aside...
Okay. No, socialism always fails. It can't be implemented.
The whole socialism doesn't work argument, because I don't think I've ever even made a video about socialism. Words...
Yet you argued pro-socialist arguments in your response to Shoe on Head. That's where I took that stance from. Jesus Christ, you want to try again, kid?
Still me?
Tell you what, warcorpse3, gmail.com. You wanna fucking do this live? I don't think you do, but you want to?
Things, even if they describe something that doesn't work in the real world. Here, I'll give you an example. Trickle-down economics. Does it work? Obviously not.
It's part of capitalism, so it's worked far better than socialism.
Yet everybody knows what I mean when I say it. Language is...
Except our poor are far better off than anyone in any socialist country on the planet. Last time I checked, you take the poorest person in a trailer park in West Virginia, and they got a fridge with a refrigerator with food in it, a trailer with air conditioning in it, money in their bank account, easy access to food, easy access to all the services they need, and safe streets to drive upon. They also have a police force that is largely non-corrupt. And yeah, they also have a government that's willing to help them out. And they have the ability to start a business from their goddamn couch. The poor here seem to be doing pretty fucking well, boy.
Is fun. Misused them before? Sure. That's what happens when you have a language. People disagree sometimes.
And if you actually met a true blue racist, you'd probably piss your fucking pants. But thankfully, there's only about 3,000 of them for the entire country. So your odds of actually meeting a true blue racist is pretty low. Except if they're black, and then you assume it's impossible for them to be racist.
But this cowardly position is exactly the cover used by open bigots to defend themselves. Just a few days ago, a major right-wing content creator...
You are aware it's possible for black people to be racist against white people, right? Right? They just have to be racist, right?
I cannot stress enough.
What was wrong with what I said?
That this subject did not come up in my video. I at no point even brushed up.
No, you kind of did, or I wouldn't have brought it up.
Against the idea that black people can't be racist. I know I shouldn't even give this argument the time of day.
So you're saying black people can be racist? Odd, you taking that stance being on the left.
But maybe someone watching will find this a little bit useful. Black people can't be racist is a definition argument, not a statement about the real world. The statement...
You're right. They completely can be racist.
is made by people who use a definition of racism that is different from the definition that many other people use.
No, my definition is just you have to be prejudiced or bigoted toward a member of a group based on skin color. And there are many, 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 many black people right here on YouTube that are racist towards white people.
Times in academic circles. Some people don't find this definition of racism, the power plus prejudice definition, to be especially useful. In fact, in general parlance, I am one of those people. I think in most conversations, systemic racism essentially fills that social role.
Except there is no systemic racism. Name me the laws. Well, actually, I suppose you'd hate this. But the only laws, and they were struck down recently, that were systemically racist were affirmative action, where black kids got preferential treatment over everyone else. Did you fight against that, boy?
If somebody decides to ask me, can black people be racist for some reason, I don't know why they're asking that, whatever, I would answer, sure, but I cannot muster the energy to care. Black people being racist against white people, it doesn't crack my top one.
Okay, then let's reverse the situation. What if white people are being racist to black people? You'd probably hit the fucking rough. And that's my point. Either racism is bad all around, or it's not bad at all.
1,000 concerns with modern society. If somebody thinks that white people are the genetically inferior race, that is a silly opinion.
This is seriously the best this boy can muster against me.
Call me when more than 6 people believe it, and then I'll start worrying. You may also come away thinking this, given she's publicly friends with one of the most popular fascist streamers on the internet. That does sort of color folks' opinions, I'll admit.
I'm not going to cry a fucking river.
Oh, of course, we all gotta blame Asmongold. We all gotta blame him.
Perhaps my favorite running trend in this video is that this guy just does not know what words mean. At no point did I...
No, I know what words mean. You just don't like the fact that they don't mean to me what you want them to mean to me.
I blame Asmongold for something. I just described him as a fascist because he is. Blame would imply...
Okay, how is Asmongold a fascist? And you know what? That's where I'm going to leave this. Maybe there'll be a part 2. But that's where I leave this, boy. And all you motherfuckers can send this to this guy. But before I talk about him again, he has to answer one question. How is Asmongold a fascist? Because I've watched enough Asmongold to know he ain't one. So, build your case and provide me with evidence. But outside of that, it's about time I start cooking dinner. Good night, everybody.